MegaHarv's Championship Wrestling.
Welcome back to Fire Pro. It's been a while. How you guys doing? Stanley, Michael Peterson, J3. Let me write you guys down here. So how are you guys doing? Jeez, I just had a pen over here, for crying out loud. What'd I do with it? I know there's a pen here. I just had it. I guess I can take my dress pants off now. So one moment, let me find something to write with, and then we're gonna start having some matches, everybody. We're gonna start having some wrestling matches. Everyone. Welcome back to Fire Pro. I just had a pen. Why is it not here anymore? Here's a broken piece of a pen. Jeez. Where is it? Pardon the interruption. Well, anyways, since, Stanley, Michael Peterson, you're the first two here. So, actually, one second. I also gotta do this. Writing utensils. Where are all my writing utensils? Here's one, I found one. Okay. Just to make sure all you folks actually have a match tonight. Stanley... Oh yeah, I get the only pen in my house that doesn't work. There we go. Stanley... Can you guys hear the music? Michael Peterson... J3, how you doing? Chris... Fury in the house. Kool-Aid Man. Phil Grogan, what's up, folks? How you doing, folks? Apologies for the slow start there. Jonathan. Kodo, how you doing? Kodo. Raging Macho Man X, what's up? Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry. Everything's good. Jeff Brooks, what's happening? All right. Let's do this. The game screen probably is blurry. I'm using my Roxio HD capture card for the first time. I'm trying to get the kinks worked out. So what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jeez, I haven't used this controller in so long, it's just covered in stuff. Anyways, let's just work through some one-on-one matches, shall we? Yeah, there's also a very distinct possibility that none of this will work. Because it uses all kinds of... using all kinds of CPU power. So this might look like Garbo, but... thumbs the brakes. Stanley, where are you at, buddy? There you are. Current MHCW champion, Stanley. You're gonna have an exhibition match with Michael Peterson right now, for you were the first two here. Let's have ourselves a match. Let's also change the ring. And... I think this is all good now. So, let's get some fights going, everybody. Can I face Stan? I mean, yes. You certainly could. How about... what am I gonna do here? Hey, Sebastian, how you doing? Why don't we just have ourselves an 8-person extravaganza? I just don't want to do an 8-person extravaganza, because there's 9 people that have wrestlers in the chat. It's fine, I just want to see the ball hands in action. Oh, you'll get ball hands in action. How about we do 1, 2, 3, 4... how about we do 2, 5... we'll do a 6-person rumble, then we'll do another type of rumble after that. So let's do that instead. So let's get this all sorted out. J3, get you in there. So yeah, this took a little longer to sort out than I expected. Which Fury are we dealing with here? I believe the one with all the belts. Kool-Aid Man, Phil, let's get you both in there. Then everyone that's remaining can have another shindig after. Kool-Aid Man. And... Phil. Okay. Over the top rope, yes. Alright, let's have a match, shall we? Is this like the Shield, the final chapter house show, Harv? You'll get paid about as much as Dean Ambrose did, so... take that for what it's worth. So here we go, 6-man tag team action. so next week, I'm fixing to have a more proper pay-per-view type of style match, presuming this holds up. Like I said, this might not look the greatest, but I don't know. We might not have any choice for a bit. We need an AEW confirm. It might also look better if I don't tilt the screen, but I have to figure that out. So here we go. Have people all. You know, stuff just gets so dusty around here. You know, I probably just turned the stream off with clicking the mouse. But we'll see. You ever find it gets really dusty in your place for no reason at all? Like, I was just sitting here minding my own business. Hey, Lucian, how you doing? I was just sitting here minding my own business. And then there's just dust everywhere. Them's the breaks. Yeah, this is definitely a house show. But yeah, Lucian, we're just trying out making sure my capture card works tonight. I wanted to do a test run of the capture card last night, but I didn't have a cord. Like, I had a cord, but the cord that came with it didn't work, so I had to buy its own cord, but now it's at least kind of working. Yeah, dusty roads, alright. Speedy, hi buddy. I'm glad it's looking alright to you folks. Yeah, it's been, how long? Like 2 months now? I didn't mean for this to take so long, it just did. Oh, Chris Fury getting Stanley trying to put Chris Fury to sleep. I better check something here. Buddy, how you doing? Sparrow, how you doing? On the subject of Fire Pro Wrestling, I had a rather interesting series of matches. Goku is my USA champion, lost his title to Vegeta, who then lost the next night to Frieza. All CPU matches. Oh, a CPU match is anything can go, anything can happen. You never know. Hey, Ropo Dog, what's up? Rick Rude is Bobby Rude. This is the vampire trying to fool all of us. Well, he's not fooling you, Ropo. You know better. Ooh. Get a little bit of Shadow Hearts karaoke up in here. Speedy, what's the matter, buddy? What's wrong? My house is so dusty. I'm gonna have to dust my house. It's been a while. So I'm gonna do this for a second. Alright, I can kinda hear me, that's good. Well, somebody's been eliminated. Looks to be Chris Fury was eliminated. Limited Sandy, how you doing? Here to give that like and give you a viewer, but I'm reading a web novel at the moment, so the tab is muted. Have a good one, everyone. Alright, Limited Sandy, much appreciated. Get you on the list. Just got slammed. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Winoko's J3, we're down to 4, down to 3, I guess. Or not. I guess that wasn't over the top rope. G-Iron, yes, Speedy does have his own wrestler. I could maybe get on the camera a little bit, you know, just a bit. Did that work? We'll find out in a second. We'll see in but a moment. That works. That's a bit better. Just a little, another one of these, and we're good. So welcome back to Fire Pro, everybody. We're gonna have some matches tonight. Someone ping me in the Discord if Harv throws me in a match. Yes. I'll probably do that in a moment. Probably I'll just do this. Let me... Come on. I'm gonna have you in a battle royal next match. There, we did it. Speedy needs a wife. Then he can marry polyester in a cat wedding. Oh, you bet your sweet Bippy that Speedy, if he had a lady counterpart, she would be polyester, for sure. Maybe I need 3 cats and then also have Guido Anchovy. Also on the subject of Dragon Ball Z Fire Pro Wrestling, an earlier match had Gohan face Goku in an open challenge for the USA Championship. Of all people to interfere at random, it was Hercule, who attacked Gohan and turned heel. What the hell, man? Oh, did Phil just eliminate Stanley? I mean, it is down to Michael Peterson, Phil Grogan, and Kool-Aid Man. This guy. So next match, we'll have ourselves another battle royal. Then we'll just start having, you know, series of other matches. Kool-Aid Man, Michael Peterson, the final 2. Yeah, Samurai Pizza Harv cats, right on. Who do you call when you want some pepperoni? And the pizza cats, they're so bad. They've got more fur than any turtle ever had. They're also stronger than old cheese. Among other things. I haven't watched... I shouldn't say that. I watched Samurai Pizza Cats probably this year. But before that, it's been a while. I still find it funny. It appeals to adults as well. Digging the shirt, Harv. Thank you. It's a new design for my shirt. I'm glad you like it. Okay, I'll try to be here on time. Alright. Hey, Alan, how you doing? Something feels oddly different about the stream. What would that be, Alan? How are you, by the way? Kool-Aid Man with the victory. Yeah, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pizza cats are on the run. The Big Cheese is the villain. Who's lower than low? It's a rotten shame he lives in Little Tokyo. We got our nasty bad bird and some nasty ninja crows. As soon as someone finds the script, we might begin the show. Which is like... That actually happened. The Japanese company that initially made it didn't send the translators a script. So the English translation of Samurai Pizza Cats is... I don't know if improvised is the right word, but they basically wrote the script themselves, and knowing that and watching it, it's kind of obvious. Just how they're just screwing around in some places. Good job, though. See your hair, I might have a beard trim. Maybe. You're right, I do have a beard trim. And you can see my hair a little bit. What am I doing? We're gonna start with... Is my math bad? No, we're good. We got 8 folks in here. If I miss somebody who has a character, I apologize. Also, if anyone's watching and wants a character, tell me and we will build you one. It's that easy. I think I hit this button. Which button? This button? There we go. Why can't I cancel? Yes. Yes. Koto, where are you, Koto? Koto! I think you're like up here because there's like a space in your name for some reason. Raging Macho Man X, let's get you in the mix. Lucian, Ropodog, Tunnel Snakes reunion in this battle royal. Maybe they'll take it home. Lucian, I know you're up here. Limited Sanity will be next. That's not... There we go. Limited Sanity... Where'd I put you? There you are. Alan. Nap Alan. And now we got you. Match. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Makes me happy that you know it. It's one of those shows, yeah, where no one knows what I'm talking about. I was like the hugest Samurai Pizza Cats fan back in the day. Speaking of which, let's throw Speedy into this fight here. Speedy, buddy. Well, you see, let me do that. Entry finished. Well, MHCW was on hiatus. I threw a beer in a kid's face at a house show. Because I hate kids. Strong words from Lucian. It's craziness. Speedy's liking his box. Yeah, happy Father's Day to all the fathers in the world. Most of all, the ones that can hear the well wishes. Kamikaze Ray. Yeah, great background music on that menu. Yeah, there's some good tunes in this game. Some good tunes, skis. You kids are neat. I punched an old woman and threw a snake on her. A man snake. A tunnel snake, even? That's, I never would have expected that out of you, Robodo. Just full of surprises. Hey, Vile, what's up? What's happening? Welcome back to the... I was gonna say welcome back to the return of MHCW, but welcome to the return of MHCW, or welcome back to MHCW. Mansplaining. My tunnel snake rules. Yeah. Giggity. Hey, Kate, how you doing? What's happening? A man spreading. Ooh, even better. Speedy. Hi. Speedy doesn't know what's going on right now. I think he's a little flabbergasted at the moment. Yeah, mansplaining's how we're rolling. Otherwise, it would be called womansplaining. Oh, Speedy didn't get thrown over the top. Speedy, hi, buddy. Hey. Hey, buddy. You're definitely in the shot right now. How you doing? Hey, Speedy. Good fella. Good Speedy. Looking for some snuggles. Look at me, and also Speedy. I gotta say, I gotta be rooting for Speedy in this one. I mean, last time we had a Battle Royal in MHCW, Speedy did come out on top, so he's the odds-on favorite, aren't you, buddy? You're the odds-on favorite, Speedy. Yeah, tabbies are the best. Yeah. A nice little orange cat. A good buddy. Okay, unmuted. Alright, Limited Sanity. Got some cats in the fray. Lucian's got you in an armbar. Lots of mayhem to be had. Hide your wah, man, because the tunnel snakes have something to show them. Yeah, that's right. You have Molly and Kenzie. Alright, what are your general thoughts on about the E3? Excited to hear that there is a date for the 7 remake, and I think it's cool that Banjo-Kazooie is in Smash. Outside of that, not a whole lot of opinion on E3 this time around. Could you hear some nice purring on the mic there?
Speedy. Buddy.
Shoot!
Yeah, like the motor running for Speedy. I want to get an orange kitty and name it Orion. Oh, give him a globe keychain in his collar. Like Men in Black. Some lame shit. Is there a date for Final Fantasy VIII? I don't know. I assumed the 20th anniversary, but at the same time, why should it take so long? Where'd my righty paper go? Why do I keep losing stuff? Yeah, Speedy ASMR. A few of my Speedy videos has some cat purring in it. Oh, Speedy hanging in there. Speedy with a bit of a disadvantage in a battle royal because he always lands on both feet. At least both feet. Well, Limited Sandy not eliminated. I like that part 1 of 7 will all be in Midgar. The reason is they can get a feel with how players react and fix things in the next couple from there. I'm gonna get a kitten with Biddy, a solo kind of lady, and not be happy about it. Yeah, it's always risky when you're introducing another cat into the mix, but yeah, a kitten would definitely be the best way about it. A kitten would be less threatening than some giant, like, coon cat or some such thing. We're starting to have some cat championship wrestling matches now, Harv. They didn't like the new corner last week. Okay, but she has one over the locker room. The newcomer. Wait 1,000 years if need be. Yeah. Not much of an H fan. Biddy's boss. Biddy rules the roost. Oh no, Speedy already eliminated. Damn it, Speedy. You're representing the MegaHarv household. And someone else just got eliminated. I believe it's Sophie Girl. With steak and sides and cherry cheesecake for dessert. Got a bunch of wrestling tees. For dessert? Got Aleister Black, Rollins Beef Slammer shirt. Nice. New Reigns shirt and Undertaker. Cool beans. Yeah. I might be due to get some... I'm thinking about getting some brighter shirts. Just so when I decide to do, like, my pseudo green screen type thing, it'll turn up. Someone just got submitted. Or did they? I guess not. Never mind. Also lame. 2 cats on my MCW roster. Catwoman and Callie Briggs from SWAT Cats. Okay. One has always been a heel. The other turned. Oh, Ni no Kuni 1 is remastered. Can't wait to play it. I've heard good things about Ni no Kuni. I should play them at some point. I even got a new box of cartridges. Right on, Stanley. Oh, Harvman, did anyone purchase 7 Remastered on PS4? I have no clue. Like, I didn't pre-order it or anything. Yeah, someone got tossed out. We're down to 5. Bray Wyatt shirt. I don't even know anymore. She's just gone, because, you know, Vince wants the company to die Chrisley death. Who's gone? Oh, Asuka? She's gone? What? Or are they just not pushing her? For some reason. Oh. The original 7 for PS4? I have no idea about that. How well that sold. I presume it sold alright. I imagine the Switch port also sold alright. I could put a link here, post my Google Doc with all my MCW rosters and such. Ain't all info there would be free to use for inspiration. If you want to, yeah, sure. Put her in a tag match with Kyrie. Kyrie? Sane. Haven't been on TV in weeks. Limited Sandy eliminated.
Shoot!
Got Raging Macho Man X, Nap Allen, and Lucian still representing the Tunnel Snakes. Who's the bright white Casper looking guy? That's Raging Macho Man X. It's a goth Macho Man. With his patented elbow drop to Nap Allen's back.
Shoot!
Also got a sweet... Oh, Braun Strowman. Right on. Hey, Douglas. Yes, I did. And now we're just testing it, seeing if it works. So far, Seems to work. So where are we at? Oh. Hey, Games Gambit, how you doing? Down to a final 3. So who's gonna win this here Battle Royal Extravaganza? Doing good, glad to be here with you guys. Glad to have you. We'll get... After this, we'll have ourselves a one-on-one contest between Vile and Douglas. For everyone else with a character has been in a match. I'll buy a Shane McSweat t-shirt, and you'll be good. Hanging on my decent replica belt I ordered. It's a WCW World Heavyweight title. I'm gonna engrave MHCW on and do it up, Stanley. Great for some promo work. Yeah, if anyone in the chat doesn't have a character and they want one, just let me know. We have the technology to make one. Make some folks. Raging Macho Man X kicking out at 2, at a 2 count. Give me a Mortal Kombat character. G-Iron, we can do that. Do you have a preference, or just whatever I feel like? Because otherwise, I will make the most Sub-Zero looking guy I can muster. I'd say that's a pin, but the game doesn't think so. Oh yeah, after 1,000 years I'm free. Now it's time to conquer Earth. Alpha, find us 5 teenagers with attitude. That theme song for that show is such a guilty pleasure of mine. We're down to 2. Lucian and Nap Allen. I want 2 characters. Second one will be the Master Botter. He shall look like a cyborg perv. We can get you another skin. Yeah, defeat him. Remember, he's my former partner. He jumps in the corner and lays on the guy. That thing's still on my roster. I haven't used them in a while now. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna... I wouldn't be surprised if they gave Shane the belt. But it's wholly unnecessary. Sorry, all I found was these liberals. Every time a monster attacks, they want their safe spaces. Yeah, that's the last person who should take the title off of Kofi, Shane McMahon. We got ourselves a winner in Nap Allen. Congratulations, Allen. Alright, G-Iron, I'm gonna make you a Sub-Zero. Wasn't close at all. People actually playing this, or is this CPUs? This is just CPUs. We have a fair number of folks with characters built already. Go from blank. Sweet. Alright, cool. Wrestler appearance. I presume I could Mortal Kombat it up here, but we'll see. Masks. Masked. Mask. You need, like, the mouth covery part. Then it's like... I can kind of picture it, but... How about I just have them right in front of me, then there would be no doubt. Yeah, okay. So we need the mouth part. Part that covers the mouth. Maybe there's like actually a Sub-Zero mask. That would be handy. That might actually be kind of what I'm looking for here. Let's try it. Yeah, and if we can get the... I guess that should have been below, but... Anyways. Other? Maybe if I do this... Part 462-2. (62-2). Probably about as close as the head's gonna get. Chest. Probably, okay, so it's like a ninja thing with a black shirt underneath. Black shirt underneath, the ninja thing over top. Well, I mean, that's... We'll get it as close as we can get it. Okay, so you make the character and we act like we're playing. Yes, exactly. You got it. Maybe we can just makeshift it with this. Get the bottom half. I guess that should be the waist. Waist. Gotta get that midriff covered. Doesn't look quite right. Guess this is just gonna have to be close enough. Because this game is all about close enough. Making dudes. Black pants. I think it's black pants. Oh, did we crash? Are we not live anymore? Looks good, Harv. Time to whoop ass. Alright, cool. Gonna give you some black pants. Black pants, yeah. That's not black. Stop it. Stop. His arms are pretty much bare, I think. Got bracers. Give him some bracers. Arms. Guess it's more forearm. Black bracers. Maybe a little bit of blue at the tip. Do you have a preference for finishing moves, G-Iron? Otherwise, they'll give you something random. Still live for me. Okay, good. Blue shin guards. Okay, thank you, Douglas. David, how you doing? Blue shin guards. Those are bulky. I don't remember those being a thing. That should do. Give me a random one. Will do. There we go. I'm gonna name the character G-Iron so I don't get confused. Because I'm easily confused. And a random finisher. Not new face. And... yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try... I think I remember how I used to set this up, so... Either way, I apologize if I screw this up. Yeah, no worries, G-Iron. Lucian guards. My suggestion for Sub-Zero finish would be a Stone Cold Stunner. Just for puns. I see where you're coming from with that. I think I'll abstain, though, because it's a fairly common finisher. So I'll try to give one something a little different. Like a spine buster. You had a haircut? Yeah, I got a bit of a hair trim on top of the beard trim. If you could choose to be any Power Ranger from any series, which one would you take? I didn't really watch much past the first one. So I'll go with, I guess I'd have to go with Tommy, Green Ranger. Joel, make them, what's up? Make them all one. Well, I've been making them all 10 for everybody. I remember that much. Beyond this... I think this is what I did. I'll know in a second when I see the... This doesn't look right. Oh, I think this will fix it. There, 280, that's right. I think I turned this up to S, but I don't know if that even matters. In any event, random ass finisher. Probably already known fact, but all the moves have a rating system based on the fighting style. Yes! A is best, E is worst. I didn't realize that for a while. Yeah, like a ninja finisher. Now who would go super static over his new hair, not naming names, of course, Harv, the Viking man. No, I know you wouldn't name names, Vile. You would, you rise above. But yeah, I know there's like some differences with the finishers. I imagine some of it probably does make a difference. Yeah, do that. Yeah, alright, finisher, all. This. That's actually a pretty good finisher to choose. Even though it's a C. But it looks gross. So there you go. Screwdriver it is. Not so good. Oh no. Having some problems for the last few days. Oh shit, dude. I'm gonna call my doctor about it tomorrow, so I'll find out by then. I hope everything works out for you, David. Yeah, you definitely watch yourself. Hopefully we can provide some measure of comfort for you here. Screwdriver, yes. By the way, what kind of card did you decide on? Actually, speaking of David, he was using a Roxio, so I decided on a Roxio. Because before I was torn between a Razor Ripsaw and an Elgato HD60, but they're like $200, whereas the Roxio was $80 Canadian with free shipping. So I thought the choice was clear. And it seems to work, so if it doesn't have the greatest fidelity. That move looks horrible. That's a Scott Steiner one. Oh, the charisma rank matters only for how loud the crowds will cheer. Oh, S is the best rating. E will make everyone boo the... Oh, that's great to know, Sparrow. Because then if someone wants to be face or heel, I can change that. Thank you for that tip. What do I need a saw for? Goodbye then. Yeah, it was. What do I need a saw for? Oh, I can't tell if you're just joking, but there's a capture card called the Razor Ripsaw, and it just captures video like an Elgato would, or whatever. The whole Razor line is like, there's like the Ripsaw, and they're all like cutting puns. I forget the other ones, but there's like a Ripsaw and some other kind of like... I don't know. That's the only one I remember, but I know they're puntastic about it. I'll tell that story again sometime. I know it was very descriptive. So let's save G-Iron here. I think I did it right. Razor Ripsaw sounds like an old school 80s heel. Bonesaw McGraw! Oh yeah! Yeah, Razor Ripsaw, yeah, someone from the Indies. I wouldn't rule that out. Let's return. But like I said, we'll just have a one-on-one match with Vile and Douglas, then we'll pit G-Iron with somebody after. Yeah, AKA. Yeah, Bonesaw is ready! Ah, well, I'm off to bed, boys. Have a fantastic evening. Glad to see MHCW back in business. Yeah, me too, Ropo. Thanks for stopping in. Stunners all around, except for on Speedy, because he's too cutie patooties. Yeah, Quick Draw McGraw, my nickname. Yeah, AE-dub. What'd I say? Vile and Douglas. Vile. The Machine. And Douglas. Where you at? Where'd I put you, Douglas? There you are. Normal ass match. Let's do it. Okay, also I'm off to bed. Go work in the morning. No worries, Lucian. Thanks for stopping in as well. I will catch you later. Can we get an Arnold Schwarzenegger character? I mean, if someone who doesn't have a character wants one, I would make one. Like, I like the idea of having, like, celebrity characters, but at the same time, I like them to at least represent somebody in the chat. Yeah, let the game begin! So yeah, next week now that this seems to be working, next Sunday we'll try to have a more, like, pay-per-view kind of show. This is more of, like, a rough one. When a computer crashes, does it hurt the computer? It doesn't hurt it. When I unplug something on it, the PC will crash. Someone can please tell me if you don't mind. I don't know. I can't imagine it's great for a computer, but I guess I'm not really the authority in it, so maybe someone else knows better. Later, Lucian. Sorry, my excitement-starved fans. I'm absent because someone placed a computer virus on me. Also, anyone in the chat, if they want to be a face, or they want to be a heel, let me know. Because now that Sparrow told me that, you know, S and E, like, means, like, face to heel, I can have, like, appropriate cheers and boos if someone wants to lean one way or the other. I can just make a note of it and update it at a later time. Or if you don't care, I'll just leave it as is. Like, had I realized that before, I would have made some effort. Oh, sorry, in English, a good guy wrestler or a bad guy wrestler? Like, if you want the fans to cheer you, or if you want to be booed? Wrestling jargon. Good guys and bad guys. If anyone has a preference, it doesn't really matter. I oftentimes forget that most people have no idea what I'm talking about when I use certain wrestling, some esoteric wrestling jargon. Like working an angle. It's a phrase I use. The pay-per-view names at present. Free to use. Vendetta, Heatwave, Unity, Reckoning, Hellbound, Cold War, Winter Warzone, New Year's Smash, Extreme Measures, there you go. No Man's Land, Battle Lines, Ultimate Showdown. I've never actually used Extreme Measures as a pay-per-view name, but I used to play this... It was kind of like a text-based MMO type of thing called the Wrestling Game. And I had a stable in it, because my character was Hardware Harv, and it was called Extreme Measures. Although I think I might have happened to just join it, and it just so happened to be called that. I forget now. But no, what was the other one? Oh, New Year's Smash. We had New Year's Slam. Face, good guy. Heel, bad guy. That's right, Vile. Wow, J3, good God. Thank you for the super chat, sir. I'll pay you 1,000 to do MHCW in a crotch-free tight outfit, Harv. The quality of content will be SSS rank. And happy Father's Day, Speedy. Harv is a good kid. Yeah, thank you, Speedy, for being such a good dad for me. The crotch-free part is the sticking point. I mean, unless I did, like, an NSFW on Pornhub. Drive any Harv bargains lately? Well, I kind of did with the Roxio capture card. It was a good bargain. I don't know if I drove a Harv bargain. I need to get back driving them Harv bargains. Some Harv to get along with. Take a bad guy mantle, sell me inmate. But yeah, that's a I don't know how serious, but like, I've thought about doing like a Pornhub like wrestling show and calling it NSFW. Then I could do that. I would do that. I'm serious. I'm not above it. Douglas getting thrown out. Yes, thank you so much, J3. For the love, spreading that love. Douglas with a big old choke slam to Vile on the outside. Both masters of the choke slam. Yeah, NSFW, not safe for wrestlers. I'm kind of surprised that's not a thing already. Unless it is. I can't say I've looked that hard. NSFW. Just writes itself. The deal is MHCW. I'm sure Vile's a master making his opponents choke. Choking on his Vile steel. His machine. Ah, 2.9. Considering thesis of my avatar body, I guess it'll be something like Andre the Giant in MHCW. What, you doing a gimmick change, Alan? Especially the males. They're choking on microtransactions. Douglas. The shoulder thrusts. Thrusting into Vile. I haven't mentioned this yet, and now would be the best time to mention this. So, what was it? Friday? We went to this thing called Night Fights. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, I mean like King Arthur Knights. Like there were two teams of knights, and I went to, it was at this arena. And there was, I don't know, 2 teams, I want to say 2 teams of 10. And there's these knights, they're all decked out in, what was it, like, 12th century to like 13th century armor. And they came out with like, axes, swords, shields, maces. And they beat the shit out of each other with weapons. It was really quite something. They have a show on the History Channel. Because, yeah, they would have a match. There was, they'd just clobber each other with weapons. Like, they just beat the fuck out of each other with axes and maces and stuff. The fights are really intense. They only last, like, 20 seconds, but... Like, the tag matches are crazy. There's... Like, it'll be like a 2-on-1 type of thing, and you'll have one guy beating the other guy in the back of the head with a mace. Like, it's... I would say look it up. I do have some issues with it, however. Because, like I said, the fighting is fabulous. I want more of that. But, like, the show structure could use some work. Because they're like, alright, let's have some singles matches. Then we'll do, like, 2-on-2s, 3-on-3s, and a 5-on-5, which, you know, I'm all for that. But then they had an intermission, then they're like, alright, let's go back to the 1-on-1s. It's like, no, that's not how you book a show. You do nothing but 1-on-1s in the first part of the show, then maybe like a 2-on-2, then have the intermission, then keep with tag matches, like 2-on-2s, 3-on-3s, 5-on-5s, then have another intermission, then have like, either like a gauntlet style, like one on each team comes out, and like, first guy gets eliminated, next person from that team comes out until the last man standing, or just have like a 10-on-10 brouhaha at the very end. It's Night Fights. It's on the History Network, History Channel. I would recommend looking into it. It's really quite something. I would be the mass jobber. My finish would be a double moonsault, which either never lands or botch it and promptly lose. Well, yeah, like land right on the top of your head. You know, good and proper. And come out to Mega Man 3's music. Was it a night? Harv, Booker of the Year for Night Fights and Night. Should be the manager for the show. It'd be real fucking interesting if you were in charge. Well, it's like me. I was there with Ryan, you know, Ryan Stridham, my sometimes co-host for MHCW. We were like pretty much just trying to book the show from there. That's how we feel about it. He had more of like a negative outlook on it than I did, which I understand, because he didn't like the commentators at all. And I kind of agree. Because they kind of just needed to... They need to have, like... One of the teams needs to be a good guy, one of the teams needs to be bad, and then just have them fight. There needs to be the Black Knight and the White Knight. And, like, just book a show. Like, you can still have... It can still be legit, like, the battle. But just make some stories. Like you're fighting over like a damsel or something. Yeah, if there's rounds, have like wenches carrying cards and stuff like that. There's so much room for it to improve. It could really be something if it just was refined some more. But like if you could just stick to watching the fights and mostly skipping all the like the hubbub between the fights, it would have been a lot better. So they were both good guys. Yeah, they were all good guys. Hey, Chiggy Dua, how you doing? Prepared comments are always better. Yeah. Like they just, yeah, it just could have been structured a lot better. I don't even understand how you can do that. Be like, yeah, go into this arena, we're gonna beat each other up with weapons. Like, the swords and the axes and stuff were dulled. But still, like, one guy chopped through another guy's axe. And, like, one guy broke a mace on someone's head. Like, there was some pretty cool stuff that happened on it. But then it was, like, 20 minutes between fights. Just talking about... It was too, like... Everyone was trying too hard to be a face. Trying to be a good guy. It was, like, all about the chivalry and stuff, which I get, that's, like, a knight code thing. Like, the chivalry and the fealty and everything. But that's not how you book a show. There's gotta be some strife. There's gotta be a little conflict. But they're like, hey, we're always looking for new knights, so sign up on our website. I forget what their website is. Yeah, unless it's Hogan versus Warrior where both guys are on top. Yeah, you wouldn't do face versus face. I remember that show. Some kind of real-life medieval anime. Some gruesome hits. Without the anime part, like it was real life. But yeah. It was interesting. I'm glad I went. Because Ryan texted it to me and I'm like, night fights? He must have meant like fight night and it was a UFC, is what I thought. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll go. I was like, oh, night fights, tickets are here. And it's like, oh, well, you actually meant night fights. I was like, oh, yeah, I did. Oh. Harv, how do you change the color of the entrance ramp? Mod, I take it? No, I'm actually playing this on the PS4. I'm not sure what the deal is with the ramp. Now, with the Vial with the victory, with the body splash, all 469 pounds of it. Is Night Fights new? I think it's relatively new. It's only had one season on History Channel. I forget it's History Channel or History Network, but I'm sure if you YouTubed Night Fights, you'll find something. Recall laughing my ass off when some guy just straight face kicked the shit out of some dude. Yeah, because that's the other thing too, because they're like, you don't have to use weapons. You can use, let's get another match going here. G-Iron, how about, I'm gonna fight you, G-Iron. How you like them apples? What was I saying? Something about the night fights. Yeah, relative. No, it wasn't a work. It was real. It seemed real. If it was a work, they really could have done a better job with the work. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I think the fight should still be real, but just have a little story. Have a little story to go with it. I feel like there's huge potential with it, but it needs a lot of refining. Yeah, here's the money fight. Nah, a lot of people haven't done a one-on-one yet, Jonathan. Yeah, Hardman develops an alter ego as one of the knights for part-time. I'm kind of interested, but the hard part is getting the armor. Because there's no way that armor would be cheap. Oh yeah, I remember what I was talking about. Because you can use your weapons and stuff, but you can also kick, you can also punch, you can throw if you want. That's where I got interested. It's like, okay, we need to have some night fights that are also, like, unarmed. Because some of the coolest spots of the night were, like, someone doing, like, you know, a This Is Sparta kind of kick to their opponent, knocking them over. Or, like, you know, just punch them in the head and stuff. I'd like to, like I said, I'd like to see, like, an MMA-style fight, but without weapons. Them just teeing off on each other. It just sounds great. Yeah, I see more money in a work than real fights. Yeah. But I mean, yeah. If it's worked properly. You need to blur that line. Because UFC, I'd say, is doing pretty good with the real fights. But you got some guys that, like, you know, like your Conor McGregors that work the crowd. That have, like, the showy aspect, draw the money. If we win the Powerball, we can start an AEW for night fights. If I could get the funding, I would love to do my own night fights. Yeah, the place itself doesn't cover you with the armor. How much is the wage? Not great. It's mostly you do it for the love of it. Because they even said in the show that the winning team, they weren't clear about this, but they said the winning team got $2,000 in credit for armor upgrades. So I don't know if that means 2,000 apiece or 2,000 altogether. So yeah, not really much in the way of money in it. But I could see it. I could see there being money in it. There's no way you can tell me that there isn't an audience for people beating the shit out of each other with swords and axes and maces. Even with armor on, it's still really sweet. The fighting. I can't stress enough that the fights are awesome, but everything else needs to be tightened up. So much potential. Do people get hurt in this? A bit. One of the guys that was fighting, I forget exactly what happened, but he hurt his knee, so he forfeited. But say someone gets a piece of armor knocked off, like say their shoulder pad gets knocked off, like the fight ends, because they don't want to like kill somebody. They're also not allowed to thrust, because they say that, you know, pretty much any other strike you can do, the armor can deflect it, but if you do like a straight thrust, like you can kill a guy. So don't do that. Pretty much everything else is anything goes. Is this real life RPG or what? A little bit. Yeah, when LARPing becomes raw. Yeah, medieval night raw, going really old school. Yeah, they thrust after the show. Heyo. Yeah, fuck it. If he dies, he dies. You know what you're getting into if you're doing some night fights. I think you'd have a hard time getting sponsors for this. Yeah, I don't think they had any sponsors. They should, though. I'd love to see this be like... You know how AEW is like... AEW is an alternative for WWE. Fucking night fights is an alternative. And apparently on the History Channel, like, Christian hosts the show. Like the wrestler Christian, Edge and Christian. I haven't picked it up yet. Did anyone bring a gun for Night Fight? No, I don't think there were guns in, like, what, 12th, 13th century? But no one brought guns. Yeah, it could be one fitting way to bring back King of the Ring. Yeah, for sure. Our band's name would be the Warrior of Light. Hey, Ted, how you doing? Pardon me, I'm kind of not paying as much attention to this match as I should. But I've been meaning to talk about this for a couple days, but I just realized that this is the first day I've streamed since. But yeah, I want to spread the words of Night Fight. They're worried they won't get a second season. Like I said, I want to see it improve. There's a place in this world for people in night suits beating the shit out of each other. My favorite weapon was the mace, mostly because it made such a great sound. Cracking people in the head with it. But yeah, I can't imagine it would feel good. Like, it's like, what, 60... I think they were saying it's anywhere from like 60 to 80 pounds of armor. Like, getting knocked down in that cannot be pleasant. Oh, gotcha. There's a play on bring a knife to a gunfight. Just reverse. Let me guess, just swords. No. Swords, axes, maces. But no, if they had a little bigger of a roster, like wrestled up the storyline and had, like, we're shooting, not bang bang, but we're having legit night fights with each other. I don't know, that'd be hard to say no to. Oh, Mega Basta! Haven't seen one of your tag matches in a while, but you turn on cut play. That allows tag team partners to interfere and break up pins. Typically, I do believe that we do have that tag partners can run in and break up the counts and stuff. Tag matches are definitely more interested with that. Yeah, snap into it! That's what I was thinking. Yeah, sounds like medieval to me. Yeah, way to bang bang. Yeah, as if Mick Foley was there. Or Rammstein. Because they have that one song where he goes bang bang. Then I think there's like a Kill Bill song that has bang bang in it. All over the place. All kinds of bang bangs. Yeah, I mean to try to find some of the episodes of it just to watch it on TV, see if it comes across a little more smoothly on TV. It's like, I get what people are saying, because Like, if I'm watching a wrestling show, I have no problem with, like, the... Like, I'm used to the segments in between. Ugh! That didn't feel good. I don't think I'm kicking out of that one. Oh, 2.9. Look at me go. Is that Shark Boy you're fighting? No, it's supposed to be Sub-Zero. Oh, I have an original character downloaded in my roster called Crystal Pistol. Look at that. She does the finger pistol bang bang as part of her intros. Hey, Remiel, how you doing? Man, no reason not to make Scorpion with the exact same model. Yeah, really though. Copy and paste, then change the colors. Various skin color, more darker. Yeah, I could totally do that. Why not? What's going on, Remiel? But no, G-Iron is like, make me Mortal Kombat character, and I'm like, I'm gonna make Sub-Zero, because he's my favorite. So that's where we're at. Not that I'm knocking Scorpion, I've just always been more of a Sub-Zero guy. I just always found him cooler, you know, between the two. It was actually a fairly back and forth fight. We both kicked out at 2.9, I believe. Into the ropes. Yeah, probably. You can find them already made Harv in Fireprint Slate. Yeah, Remiel, I don't know if you heard me, but I was just talking about... I went to this thing on Friday called Night Fights. It was guys dressed up as knights, fighting with, like, swords and maces and axes and stuff. At the moment, Crystal's part of a tag team with one of the game's original wrestlers. Ah, Jamie Wilson. Called High Caliber. Crystal and Wilson. Do they have a tag finisher? See it, you like Mortal Kombat, huh? I liked the original Mortal Kombat a lot. I'm actually not a massive Mortal Kombat fan. I haven't really played one. I don't know if I've even played a Mortal Kombat since Deadly Alliance. And that wasn't yesterday. Yeah, he didn't specifically ask for Sub-Zero, that's right. I mean, I could still make, you know, different colored ninjas for him. Alright, man, I believe Scorpion is better than Sub-Zero since he's hotter than him. I mean, Scorpion is hot stuff. Can't deny that. Remiel Redwood. Speedy Hybrid. Yeah, good game, Deadly Alliance. I like it too, for the record. Yeah, and then I just kind of got out of Mortal Kombat. That was probably around the time Soul Calibur 2 was out, and then I was like... I didn't really play a lot of other fighting games past that. Ah, ref's down. Ah, they just use one of the double team attacks. Can specific tag team finishers be set up? Actually, I'm not sure. Like, there might just be, like, double team moves you can set up, but not, like, as a finisher. I've never tried to set a tag finisher. I'm kind of curious, though. Bad Harv, man. Your main weapon would be the mace. It would henceforth be called Cecil Nightman. Well, I mean, I'm already Harvey, so Cecil Harvey. Ah, congratulations, G-Iron. Finish him. Yeah, double team and triple team attacks. I never thought to check to see if I could make them, finishers. Rose, my chosen name. Boo, ha! No worries, GR. Not much to them, though, yeah. Not often many of the moves are E-ranked. I remember the... like, the triple team move is basically they're just flailing punches on their back. Okay, you have them for your guys. I mean, like, set up as a finisher. Like, setting it for, like, the F. Yeah, there's definitely some tag matches. There, we had Ted pop in. I'm just making sure everyone gets a match right now, then we can start doing other various and sundry craziness. I mean, I think we had... I thought we had other... costumes. Why can't I remember how to do that? Anyways, me of you two Has a match right now. Then after that, and have various and sundry other matches. Oh, how long did it last, the show you went to, and did it cost cheap? They had tickets as low as $7. Up to $22. We got pretty good seats. We got $17 seats. And we were in, like, the lower bowl. We could see pretty well what was going on. And it lasted from 6 to 9. But there might have been an hour worth of fighting. Because the fights were intense, they usually didn't last more than, like, a minute. But then, like, in between fights, there was, you know, a lot of... I don't know if it's that they were buying time or what. Were they filming this, or was it a house show? I forget if there was cameras. I imagine they probably filmed some of it. But I didn't actually, I didn't really pay much attention to that, honestly. But yeah, it was a 3-hour show. Now, they did end it with a 9-on-9 skirmish. Which was a mess. Like, it's pretty intense just seeing them just going at it. But there's, like, barely any rules. Like, you can't thrust with a sword. But, like, if you wanted to body slam somebody, if you could, you could. It's like, it's in the rules, so you're allowed to. Punch, kick, whatever. Whatever you want. When I heard that, it makes me want to... Like, if I were doing it, it makes me want to, like, drop my weapon and shoot for a double-leg takedown. And just start, you know, teeing off with my hammer fists. I heard you mention, like, yeah, going to watch sports IRL hard. Yeah, I'm more of a... I don't really... Like, I'll watch combat sports on TV. But all sports are better live. It's just, it's easier to get caught up in, like, the crowd atmosphere. It's way more exciting. So if you wanted to attitude adjust someone, you could? Yeah, yeah, if you could get away with it, yes. It's in the rules. Was Christian actually there when you went? No. Unfortunately, Christian wasn't there. But I guess on the TV show, he's the host. That's what Ryan was saying. I haven't checked out the TV show yet, I need to. I don't know how I didn't hear about this before. I'm actually gonna Google it right now, see. I think it's relatively new. Night fights. Well, a TV show started this year. Night Fights Wiki. Oh, what do they call it? The ALC. Armored... ACL. Armored... I forget what they called it. Yeah, I didn't hear about it either. Yeah, I don't know how I didn't. Like, it might just be that new, but I don't think it's that new. This particular company, I think, is maybe debuted this year. Yeah, and that was like part of the judging too, where like the harder you hit the guy, you would get like more points. Like if you just kind of tapped him, it wouldn't count for as much. That place you went to, is it also the place where they record the show as well? The place I went to was like our local like arena, like where we would go to watch like hockey games. Like if WWE came here, they would wrestle at this arena, Harbor Station it's called. I think they just kind of travel around. I'm not sure when they necessarily fight. Yeah, usually I hear about what former wrestlers do for side projects. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I missed it. Well, I've heard of it now, so I'm interested. Speedy. What's the matter, buddy? Hey, buddy.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, we threw your character in, remember? Speedy saying hi. Speedy on commentary right next to me. Stiff tombstone. Yeah, it's a Speedy boy. How many people do we have here right now? After this, I might just have 3 more Battle Royals. And call her done. Now that we've established that this is still live. I'm surprised we haven't, like, crashed or anything. Like, the video quality's not the greatest, but... There's a custom ref in my matches. There's an android called Rippery V3. Currently black with gold stripes. I did make my own referee, I just don't think to use them a lot of the time. Yeah, don't jinx it, yeah. But I am gonna have to get like my dual monitor set up again, because this is way more of a... It's hard to keep track of everything. Who am I against, Harv, sir? You are against Ted Belcher. Noticed him posting earlier, so... Anytime I notice someone's in the chat who has a wrestler, I write them down and make sure they at least get a match. Yeah, Ted and yourself were the last 2. But yeah, for, I think that's what I'll do for the rest of the show. I'll just do 3 more Battle Royals, and then I'll just call her done. But I'll keep you guys posted right now. You guys let me know, like, by all means, tell me how you feel about this. But, like, what I'm planning on doing is next week we're gonna I don't know if I'll have, like, a pay-per-view name or anything, but I'm gonna do, like, what I would consider, like, a pay-per-view. We'll have all the titles up for grabs. Some variety. But after that, I might switch to a monthly setup. I feel like it would be a little more manageable. And I feel like having it every week, for the people that aren't into it, I feel like it burns them out, but I don't know. If you have the option, write all your game stuff down in Google Docs like I did. It really helps me, it keeps things organized. Yeah, I'm really bad with organization. Oh, Remiel with a hell of a suicide dive there. That was also gross. I think that was Remiel's finisher. Whatever that was. That an Emerald Flosion? Someone found Emerald Fusion? Yeah, I'm really bad with organizing stuff. Yeah, that was a finisher. Tombstone. Yes, that's right. Belcher did have the Queen of FF9 avatar. Off the ropes, big ol' kick. So this all being said with the capture card, 3 count with Ted coming out victorious. So I'm gonna set up another chain of battle royals. Nasty's moving room is probably the Death Valley driver. Sideways right down head first into the mat, outside panning. Death Valley driver is a classic gross ass move. I gotta give the edge to the Burning Hammer, which is basically a Death Valley driver but like upside down. I think I have a name for it, Harv. I'll tell you about it later. Sounds good, Chris. I like the character you made for me that night. Nothing cool. I'm glad you like it. I try my best. Yeah, I'm just gonna do 3 battle royals. Nothing up for grabs. We're just gonna have 3 more battle royals, and I'm gonna call that a night. Alright, man, what was the package you received? Oh, for the capture card? The capture card, it came with a cord that didn't work. Because when I put the cord in, it made the diddle-oo, 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 until my computer crashed. So I had to buy another capture card. Or not, right. Another cord for the capture card. But that's pretty much all that came with it, and an installation CD. Stanley... I'm just gonna go down the list here. Stanley, Michael Peterson... J3, get you back in here. I know we pretty much had this battle royal already, but I'm doing it again. Chris, let's get you in there. Yeah, I might do like a first, like, Sunday of the month type of schedule for this. Kool-Aid Man. I forget what I was talking about, I don't remember this thing. There we go. Do it. Sounds good. Hey Harv, you'll have some things arriving soon. Okay, cool, J3. Taking packages to the USPS this week. Cool beans, I'll keep my eyes peeled. Oh, no, Vile, no. No, it wasn't. That was not what I would have the package opening vid for. I did record that, but I haven't uploaded it yet. I should probably upload that anytime now, Vile. Thank you, by the way. Should make Ric Flair. I'm kind of surprised no one's asked for Ric Flair. If we can get Karma Jolt to hang out for one of these, he'd probably want to be Ric Flair. Hope you all like your own characters. Yeah, easier to root for others that way. For sure. What was I saying about the capture card? Right, like, yeah, I'm still gonna... I have been talking about trying to play through as much Final Fantasy as I can in order. That being said, it's not like... Like, I'll still do... Like, if Karma Jolt does his tag team livestream, I'll still do a Terranigma. I'll still do, like, a Chrono Trigger. Like, in between it. Like, I'm not gonna try to marathon the whole goddamn thing in a row. But try to keep on a decent pace, like, you know, play, you know, a couple Final Fantasies, then play another game. Which, no, I didn't purchase Final Fantasy VII on my PS4, no. When I do revisit some Final Fantasies I've played already, I intend to... Like Final Fantasy IV, for instance, I want to play the GBA version. I already played the DS version, Chris, shut up. And, it's the Steam version, it's basically the DS version. But the GBA version has, like, a dungeon in it that I've never done. Same with, like, Final Fantasy V. Anyway, Final Fantasy VII, I haven't quite decided what I'll do. I'm probably gonna do the... I'm thinking about doing, like, the HD mod on Steam. And then maybe, like, New Threat mod on top of it. Those Wrecking Ball hands would be great for Creator Wrestler. Yeah, Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Yeah, could make them a tag team, red and blue. Yeah, the whole deal with the J3 there, he's the one with the balls for the hands, was when he had his character, he's like, Harv, make me a weird character. So that's just what I dreamed up. Yeah, dude, Game Boy Advance Final Fantasy IV is neat. Yeah, I haven't tried it yet, so... But no, so long as I want to keep playing them in order. But, like, once I get around Final Fantasy X... Because, like, I liked Final Fantasy XII. After playing Final Fantasy XII, I would say it's in my top 3 Final Fantasies. Don't really want to stream it for 100 hours again. That's quite the time sink. And what can I even do that's... Like, how can I even play Final Fantasy XII again, but, like, differently? Maybe I'll just give up then. Or I'll just skip 12 and 13 and go straight to 13 too. I might just do that. be like, I'm kind of cheating here, but if you guys want to watch these, just watch my old ones. I'll be doing Final Fantasy X and X-2. Okay, cool. More Path Exile this week. Right on, J3. Can't wait. Oh, Harv. Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 remastered. Ah, cool. It's coming to consoles and PC. On September 24th, with all that fresh DLC. It might be worth checking out, see how much that runs me. You probably know. Did you play it before? Karma Joel is as cool as I expect, if that's the case. Oh yeah, Karma Joel's a great guy. I've known him for like a decade now. Well, like I say know him, but like... I stumbled across his videos like about 10 years ago, and we've talked a little bit ever since, but now we do our collaborative things. What about the PSP Complete version, Harv? It has the first Final Fantasy IV. Yeah, the interlude, and the sequel, The After Years. That's the other thing. I am still going to play the After Years. I don't know if I'll do the PSP version this time around. I'm more interested in the Game Boy Advance version right now. Although, that goes back to what you were saying the other day, Vile. If I get, like, all the way through to Final Fantasy 15 and want to start over again, I'll play 1, 2, 3, and 4, the PSP versions. Yeah, Lightning Returns I'll play. I won't play, like, Crystal Chronicles. Like, there's plenty I won't play. Well, Final Fantasy X, yeah, it'll take me a while longer because I'm a slow after it comes to Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy X is one of the longer ones. And if you want to fully complete it, a pretty difficult one. Like, I would say you're looking at about 100 hours easy for Final Fantasy X. Yeah, Final Fantasy IV, GBA. Final Fantasy IV. Yes, Crystal Chronicles is having a remaster. I didn't like Crystal Chronicles when I played it. I have no interest in playing them all again. I'll consider doing, like, a War of the Lions Final Fantasy Tactics as well. I just feel like it, you know, with the remake having some semblance of a release date now. If there's ever a time for me to try to play a shitload of Final Fantasy, it's now. Yeah, definitely cool to know. Okay, I got about 78 at Odyssey, which took me 16 streams. Yeah, they're, yeah, once you hit about... Well, 10 and 12 were really long. 13 wasn't, like, crazy long. Then 13... I think between... Like, 13 Lightning Returns and 13-2, they're all about... That's over 100 hours. That might be what I do, though. When I go to play through them all, I might just skip 12 and 13. And just go straight to 13-2. Be like, just watch these. If you want to watch me play this game, watch these ones. Will I play FF7 Remastered PS4 version before the release of the new one? I may. It depends how long it takes me to get through the Final Fantasy stuff. But as, without spoiling the unboxing video, when we get to around Final Fantasy 12, maybe between... That's probably what I'm going to do. I'm probably just going to skip 12 and 13. Because that's a long time sink for games that aren't going to be different at all. But in its stead, I could play another Square game. I think it's a Square game, anyways. Yeah, maybe J3. You guys are so full of puns. But yeah, closer to the release date of 7, I might really start hammering out just playing it. Yeah, fully of gravy and cheese. Nothing wrong with that. Gravy, cheese, fries, nice poutine. I wanted a poutine so bad today. But like I'm trying to do a vegetarian diet right now. So like I mean I'm still eating cheese and fries are potatoes. But it's like beef gravy or chicken gravy. So I'm abstaining. But the second I'm done this diet, I'm gonna eat a poutine. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking right now. The Final Fantasy. I mean, Final Fantasy's been good to me. But yeah, this all goes out the window if I get to a certain point, I'm just absolutely sick of Final Fantasy. Don't rule that out. Another good reason to stream the original right before the remake. Yeah, so we can actually see the difference. Yeah, compare the two. Yeah, I have no issue with that whatsoever. Like hell, maybe even just February I'll just play various and a sundry Final Fantasy VIIs. Now I'm playing the FF7 remaster, now I'm playing it on the Switch. Like, I don't know. Fucking BBQ curly fries poutine. Ooh, man. Might try that eventually. Oh, is that a... Yeah, I'll play X2. I'm gonna get the... like the HD remaster of 10 and 10-2. Yeah, I thought I heard about AEW video game. I hope that turns out really well. I'm gonna guess Final Fantasy Remaster will be better graphics. Will we be getting the deluxe edition? I didn't really think about that yet. I'm gonna worry about that, because right now, Michael Peterson with the win. Congratulations to Michael Peterson. Right now, all I'm concerned about is I have to get my car fixed. My car is going... Well, I don't... It's getting inspected. My car is inspected Tuesday. So hopefully that's not going to be like $1 trillion. Then I want to upgrade my computer. Then, after that, whatever I have left over, if I can afford the deluxe version, I'll probably get it. What do you think is the next Final Fantasy to remaster? Should be 6. It should have been 6 before 7. And 5 before 6, if you ask me. It's just like the natural progression of things. Just give you the difference for you to get the deluxe edition, Harv, man. If you want, Bile. Sure. But yeah, once my car gets fixed, I'll have a better idea how this is all going to spill out. Okay, where are we at? Jonathan was the last one, so Koto. Koto Daigami, where are you? Where'd I put you? Where'd I stick you, Koto? Where did I stick you, Koto? Where'd you go, Toe? Where'd you go, Toe? How about I just do this? I'll find him, no problem. Raging Macho Man X, get you back in there. Lucian, Ropo-Dog, Tunnel Snakes, get another go. Lucian, Ropo-Dog, Limited Sanity, and Alan. I don't think I missed anybody. Limited Sanity. What would most realistically be remastered next? 6. What I want remastered next? 5. 5 needs more love. 6 is great, but 5 isn't... If you like Final Fantasy, play Final Fantasy V. I would not recommend Final Fantasy V be your first Final Fantasy. But if you've played a handful of them, try 5. It's a great one. What the hell am I looking for? Limited Sanity. And then Alan, get Alan back in there. Nap Alan. Nap Alan. Where'd you go? Nap Alan. Fine, I'll do this then. Oh, and I didn't even change the ring. What the? What's my problem? That's better. How about they remake a? How about they make a new FF game instead of remaking everyone? Because by the time Final Fantasy 16 comes out, the company will be bankrupt because it'll take them 2 decades to make another game. Yeah, almost won 2 in a row. Oh, have a fundraising stream here. I'll dump a truckload off for you. I feel like if I were to do a fundraising stream, it should be like a 24-hour stream. That being said, I could do that. Or I could do it. Maybe I could try to beat Final Fantasy VII in one sitting. I wouldn't get everything. But it'd be like proceeds going towards upgrading my my studio so I can stream the 7 remake seamlessly. Yeah, they made 15 not too long ago. We won't see another one for a little while, probably. Yeah, I wouldn't think so. In the 7 Remake Deluxe Edition, I'll be pre-ordering it sometime before it comes out. When FF8 Remaster comes out, getting that too. I'm hopeful by the time I get around to Final Fantasy VIII, the new thread mod's gonna be, hey Speedy, is gonna be full throttle. Big Rig's truckload of money. How do you like the new capture card, Harv? It seems okay so far. Now, I want to get more capture card testing done. So, if I happen to be up and willing to stream during the afternoon, I want to start chipping away at the Disney Afternoon Collection. Just play like a DuckTales here, a DuckTales 2 there. Just try to get more of a feel for it. But I probably won't get a second monitor until at least I know what the deal with my car is going to be. Work in progress? Yeah, it's kind of a work in progress, because right now I was just seeing if we stay live, and so far, it seems live. Like, the fidelity could probably be a little better, but I think part of it might be me tilting the screen. I just knew since we had the... Like, since it's the full screen or whatever, I didn't want the screen to be small, so I did the tilt today. But I don't want to do that for all of them. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Disney Afternoon Collection, the afternoon. Feel that out. But then again, by the time I get to around Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, or well, I'll have to use it for Final Fantasy 10. It'll be fun to play Final Fantasy 10 again. Speedy, you're so talkative, buddy. Aw, snaps. I thought money, but you said love. Oh. Big Rig's truckload of love.
Shoot!
6 or 5 hope. I'd be seriously pissed if we get another remake of 4. I like Final Fantasy 4. It doesn't need to be remade again. We have 4 already. I own 4 copies of that fucking game. I have it for the Super Nintendo, I have it for the PlayStation, I have it on the DS, and I have a Steam version. As if I own 4 copies of the game. Well, one of them's digital, but still. I don't need that many copies of the game. Hey man, gotta head offline. Okay, work tomorrow. Doctor's appointment. I'll see you, man. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, J3, thank you for hanging out and for the super chat and, you know, just hanging out, being there and stuff. So yeah, I'll catch you later. Have a good one, dude. Maybe we'll get the voice chat again soon. Which version is the best, Harv? I haven't played all the versions of 4, but of the ones that I played, the most robust one is the DS version, / Steam version. It has new mechanics that are neat. It has extra content and stuff. I think the PSP one... Vile, you know more about the PSP one, don't you? Because you said it... Yeah, it has the interlude and after years, like Final Fantasy IV... Other Final Fantasy IV stuff. Final Fantasy II, like on the Super Nintendo... 4, on the Super Nintendo's classic.
Shoot!
Played it a bunch. But the version on the DS has the most content that I have played. But it also doesn't have the Game Boy Advance bonus dungeon. I don't know why they wouldn't port it over. I mean, you don't have the PSP version. I know that. But I'm just... I was trying to ask you if there was... Like, I don't know if you have it or if whatnot, but... Like, does that have all the DS pomp and circumstance? Does it have, like, the Game Boy Advance stuff? Do you know? Yeah, definitely voice chat soon there. Yeah, I'll be off all this week, so hopefully I'll be on again. Yeah, you have a good one. Good luck with your appointment tomorrow. And with work. Yeah, take it easy.
Hey, the discipline. How you doing? It's a haps Harv showing a face once again. Hey, you. Hey, you trimmed a little. I did. My sister got married. Had her wedding, so I got a trim for it. So have you been, the discipline? Last time I heard from you, you're having a fairly rotten time getting home. Hope everything's good now. Right on, congrats to your sister. Thank you, thank you. It's a good ceremony. Had a lot of fun. It's good times. And then I did a stream after the wedding, and it was nonsense. It was crazy nonsense. Speedy. Buddy. You're restless, buddy. You're pacing back and forth a lot. Yeah, great stream after the wedding. I recommend watching it. I feel like it was some of my best work. I was in rare form. I'm starting to kind of like... I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm trying to find some enthusiasm again. I feel like I'm doing okay. Yeah, calmed down a lot since then, thanks, Harv. Oh, you're quite welcome. Now just comes the financial recovery, right. Cheering up the missus, missing home. Okay, and then packing what remains. Yeah, things are progressing. Thanks for asking, Harv. Oh, you're welcome. Just wanted to make sure everything was, good, or at least on the mend. Yeah, I can feel Speedy's softness invading your personal zone. I don't mind it when Speedy invades my personal zone. He's most welcome. He's very, very cuddly, very soft. Nice fella. Well, we got Raging Macho Man X and Nap Allen left. I gotta say, I think Raging Macho Man X and he won. I was gonna say, he really needs a win here, and he pulled it out. You're doing good, Harv. Thank you, Chris. It's funny sometimes, like, the stuff that you can be inspired by. It's like, I've just been watching some old TV lately, and it's kind of like reignited my, a dormant part of me, you could say. Alright, so here's the last match of the night, so... Enjoy, folks. Douglas... G-Iron... Ted... And Remy will get you back in there. And let's get old Hardware in there. Give Hardware some love. Getting my push. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Congrats, Raging Macho Man X. What old TV stuff, Harv? I'll tell you after. When I tell you, it'll make perfect sense. Hope Speedy lives long, man. He seems like one of your motivations at time, I respect. Yes, he's definitely a great companion. I lived in this apartment for a while without any pets, and I didn't really, think about it. And then once Speedy was here, it's so much better to have, something else alive in my living space, to care for. When he comes home, he's excited to see me, I feed him, we snuggle. We're doing a 6-man battle royal right now. Hey, Kim, what's up? Hey, Discipline and Harv, I am here to say hi and we'll get off. Kinda tired. No worries. Gonna brush my teeth and go to sleep soon. So good night, everyone. Alright, Kim, thanks for stopping in, saying hi. I will catch you later. But yeah, Speedy's great. He's very friendly. I'm quite fortunate in that regard. Well, his utter friendliness is why... There's probably one part friendliness, one part please take me off the street. Like, anytime I have guests over, he's always, like, immediately, like, getting up on them. You know, snuggling with them, sitting down. Yeah, pets are awesome, for sure. I grew up with cats. We had a black lab growing up. It's not... I don't have an issue with dogs. I just wouldn't want to have a dog in this apartment. I would like to have at least... have a larger apartment, or... just a better location to, like, walk them and whatnot. I wouldn't want a dog to be cooped up in this apartment all the time. But I'm not home enough, I don't feel. Yeah, dogs have owners, cats have staff. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, sometimes I think we're the pets. They control us, it's funny. Oh yeah, cats are the ones in charge. Yeah, hard to resist playing with them and stuff, almost like a hobby. But yeah, just the other day, my mother made me some like tuna casserole and veggie lasagna, I think it was. And it came in like this big tomato box. Just a cardboard box. And I didn't think of it at the time, but once I unpacked it, Speedy immediately jumped into it. So that's his new box. But now I'm using like that double scratching post thing of his, and I found like a fishing rod style toy. And he'll play in the box with the scratching post. He was really excited about it. Yeah, 4 and not the after years. Okay. Oh, new to the complete collection is a scenario called Final Fantasy IV Interlude, which bridges the original game. Oh, okay, with the after years. Interlude is based on the gameplay of the original Final Fantasy IV, and not the after years. It's longer than the average after years tale. Okay. It instead retains the bonus features of the advance release. Okay, cool. The post-game dungeons and party swapping. Sounds alright. I'll give it a try one of these days. I think I'm going to start with the GBA version, then swing through the PSP ones. It's what my heart is calling for. Listen to your heart. Or whatever the song says. But no, if I actually had like a house or something, I wouldn't mind having like a dog too. Oh yeah, there's an emulator now, you can play Android games. I'm not familiar with like any Android games so much. I don't know what would be good to pick up for it. Yeah, is it BlueStacks? I have actually used BlueStacks, kind of. Because I was trying to figure out how to stream Breath of Fire 6, and I couldn't make it work. I got so close to making it work, but ultimately failed. Doesn't seem to work on my computer, I don't care, but I want. Yeah, want at some point. Phone is insisting. Sorry, Val, don't know. BlueStacks is like an emulator for the PC to play Android games. There might be another one. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts Union X doesn't need a super strong computer, I wouldn't imagine. Anything that's on mobile should run on a computer for joke. Unless you either have elite mobile phone or a shite computer. So yeah, tomorrow we'll get back to... Also, well, wait. One at a time. Tomorrow we're going to get back to Final Fantasy III. Or rather, play Final Fantasy III. But what I was trying to say was before I play Final Fantasy X, I'm going to keep my word about playing Mega Man Command Mission beforehand. But that'll probably take, I don't know, 3 or 4 streams. Play through that. BlueStacks I'm trying to use to download stuff off Amazon. Oh, what? Couldn't find the folder. Can't play Dragon Ball. Oh, what? Can't play Dragon Ball Legacy on my computer, sadly. Is that an Android game? On the subject of cats in games, I saw one on Steam called Gato Roboto. Okay. Basically you play as a cat and a mech robot. Oh, cool. Graphics look like old school Game Boy or NES. And you had a chance to play it? It looks good so far, I guess. There's definitely so much good stuff on Steam that I've never played. It's been a while. I did have to bring that up. Yeah, it's no worries. We can talk about it. Gaming channel, no harm in talking about, you know, gaming, anything. I've not played it yet. Okay, I want to get it though. The price wasn't much. Yeah, keep or if you can get on sale to boot, why the hell not? BlueStacks in your window tab or just programs your computer should find a folder. Also recently checked eBay again for fun for swords. Nothing impressive on there, mostly. I'm offline now, seriously? Okay. Okay, I definitely had a jank there. Little bit of a jank. Little Frank jank. I'm honestly surprised that this again, I'm jinxing myself. That this is even working. It's down to Douglas and Ted. I suppose I could just... may as well set this up now. 1 second. That's better. Alright, it looks like Ted Belcher is the victor. Victor goes the spoils. Whatever button I have to push. Alright, that's gonna be all for tonight. Did you manage to watch any of the Devolver vids? I didn't, actually. Need to get those back on the docket. I have a week off, so I should be able to watch some of them. But that's gonna be it for tonight. Consider this a house show. I would say this was a successful reattempt at Fire Pro. Didn't have a lot of jank to deal with. Worked pretty well like a charm, so... Now I gotta do this, because the computer's being weird. Sometimes the mouse won't let me click. But if I Control-Alt-Delete and cancel out of it, then I can actually click on things. I don't know what that's about. In any event... Oh, $7.99, that's pretty good. But yeah, thanks again, folks, for joining for another episode of Fire Pro. We're gonna do this again next Sunday. But after next Sunday, like I said, I might try to do this as like a monthly thing rather than weekly. That's what I'm feeling. So take care, don't forget the lard, and I'll see you guys later. Tomorrow will be Final Fantasy III. And I'll be on the evening sometime around the time I normally go on. So let me get this running again. I will see you guys later. Thanks again, folks, so much for joining in.
MegaHarv's Championship Wrestling!
Wait, so much dandruff today. I have all this dandruff in my hair. Where'd that come from?
Yeah, later, everybody.
Join for another Fire Pro. Fire Pro. Fire Pro Wrestling Show.